Okay, well, we're in for something now, folks. My next guest is making his network television debut tonight, and we believe it's long overdue. He is one of the strangest and most original comedians working today. Brace yourselves. I'm not kidding. Please welcome Sam Kinison.
There's still time to call the church and call all this off. I know a lot of you come here, you watch TV, you wait every night for somebody to come on here and give you an answer for your lives, waiting for someone that'll come and say, hey, this is it. I don't have to settle for defeat anymore. I can rise up out of my routine. I can get a hold of myself. I don't have to lose. I can win. There's something inside me that's not going to let me go down anymore. But I'm not the guy. No, I don't have any answers for you. But I can tell you about one thing. Oh, yeah, you think you're safe, huh? You people over here, you think you're safe? Do you think you're safe? What's your name? Lou? Lou, you ever been married? You do me a favor? If you ever think you want to get married, if you ever think you've met the right woman, you want to settle down, you want to get a house, you want to get a car, maybe raise a family, do me a favor, will you, Lou? Remember this face. Because it's the face of hell, Lou. It'll be your face every day. Have you ever been married? Are you married? What's your name? Bill? Tell him. Show him the face. Show it to him! Say it! Say it! Look at it! Just wanted you to know it's just not me, all right? I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to do a good thing. I was married for 2 years. My life was so boring, I actually worried about my yard. The rest of my friends had goals, careers, visions. They were doing things with their lives. I was out there looking for crabgrass, weeds and stuff, going, I have a responsibility to the neighborhood. There's a weed here. And then if that doesn't happen, you have kids. Have you seen those guys? Those guys in the malls with the strollers. Have you seen them? With that look on their face like they envy the dead. Somebody shoot me! This isn't a mall. I'm in hell! I buy it every time, though, I swear I do. I buy it every time. I love women. I can't help it. I buy it every time. Love comes to me and goes, come on. Come on. Yes, this is love. Yeah, come on. Trust it. I know you've been in love before. This is love. I wouldn't lie to you 8 times in a row. Come on. Come on, open the door. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, it lied to me again! I keep going for that same kind of love, too, man. That Van Gogh kind of love, you know, where you walk in and you go, hey, you hurt me so much I don't even know what pain is! Is that pain? Because I don't know anymore! I know half America right now is going, what are we watching? What kind of comedy is this? Is this the man that was prophesied to come out of the sea and control the cities? No. No, I'm not him. I'm just a comic with some weird fashion choices, but a lot of you don't trust that. That's up to you. Read your Bibles, your New Testaments, your Torahs, your Korahs, whatever you think will protect you. You're not safe. But I'm trying to help. I do the best I can, folks. I swear I do. I do the best I can. Like this world hunger thing, I'm really involved with it. I'm just like you. I see the same commercials, those little kids out there, you know, hungry. I watch this on TV and I'm home. I'm going, God, you know, how sad. How cruel. Because I know the film crew could give this kid a sandwich. Come on, you know there's a director 5 feet away going, don't feed him yet! It doesn't work unless he gets up hungry. Get that sandwich out of here! Okay, Haji, back in the mud hole, all right? We're losing daylight. We are losing daylight. It's true. But I'm not trying to make fun of world hunger. If you want to do something about world hunger, I think I have an answer. I think a lot of people are adopting this attitude. You want to do something about world hunger? Stop sending them food. I mean, it's network television. I'll be the first. Look right here. Zoom in. Stop sending them food, all right? Don't send them any more food. You want to help these people? Send them U-Hauls. Send them boxes, you know, some luggage. Send them a guy out there who goes, hey, hey, you know, we just drove 750 miles across the desert with your food, and it occurred to us that there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a desert! Do you understand that? You live in a desert! Nothing grows there! Nothing's gonna grow
His network television debut on this program a few months back, and we're just now recovering from the initial shock. Now, if you're brave enough, he can be seen in person this week at Caroline's right here in Manhattan. Please welcome, and hang on to something, Sam Kinison. Sam!
Oh, God, it's good to be back. I probably look a little overdressed. I just got back from London, and it was either wear it or declare it. You know, so we got it all in. I missed the Super Bowl. It was in the air, but the Patriots lost, huh? It could be worse. Ask Mondale. He knows how they feel. Imagine what this guy was like driving home election night, just going, I don't want to hear anyone open their mouth! I'm embarrassed, I'm humiliated. Little kids in the backseat going, shut up! Shut up! I'll pull this car over the seat! It's not our fault you lost the election, Daddy! Shut up and take the meeting! Take it! Come on, you know he's embarrassed, you know he's humiliated. If he had any real sense of manhood and really honor, he'd be at home right now swinging over the drain. Just... So I'm going, honey, Walter, open the door, will you? Walter, come back to the dinner table. We won't make any more jokes about the election, okay? Walter, you're being immature. Walter! Oh, I know how it feels. We all have our ups and downs. I've been shopping for detox centers myself lately, and things are pretty expensive, actually. I priced a couple of them just because I was curious, that's all. It's like $3,500, $4,000 for the treatment. They go, hey, if you got that much money, you're not ready to be cured yet. You're not ready to go in for a detox treatment till like you owe everyone a couple $100. Your mom won't talk to you. You stole the television, you know. You got money, shoot. It is a good way to get out of a relationship, though. It's the perfect way to get out of a relationship. You want to get out of a relationship? Let's say you can't really be honest. Let's say you can't walk up there and go, will you get out of my life? You make it hell! You're not a mother, you're a shaking bake bag! I hang up! Let's say you can't do that. You think it's... You want to say it, but you can't. Here's what you do. You start drinking. Drink heavy, man. Just become a boozer. You know, don't care anything. Quit your job. Grow a beard. Just be obnoxious. And she comes up to you one day and she goes, I have to leave you. You're not the same. You're not the man I fell in love with, and all you care about is drinking and getting high and everything. And she goes away. She leaves. It's perfect too, because she feels guilty because she left you when she needed you most. It works. A lot of guys are laughing. They're going, "That's not a joke. That's information I need to write down, mister. I have found a doorway out of hell. I'm gonna do it." Hey, that's my job. That's my job. I just try to help, folks. That's all I do is try to come on and help. Not that the job pays well. Never has on this planet. Did you ever notice anybody ever tries to help? We shoot them. Did you ever notice that? They get shot. We knock him off. It's like, oh, he's trying to make the world a better place to live. Shoot him! Anybody, right? Abraham Lincoln. Right, Saddam. Remember Saddam was going to bring peace to the Middle East? Yeah, good luck, pal. It's like, Saddam, you're doing a wonderful job. We decided to have a parade for you, okay? Why don't you wear something bright and sit down front, pal, all right? This is real. No. Anybody, we shoot anybody tries to help. Gandhi, right? The Kennedys, Martin Luther King. I have a dream! I have a head wound! Thanks a lot! That's how they used to be down south. It's like, well, he's got a dream. We better nip it in the bud before it's a concept. You know? Anybody, man. We shoot anybody tries to help. I guess that's why Reagan was only wounded. He sticks it in there. The censors right now are going, who let him on? Who let him on? Now, Reagan's okay. He only did one thing that really kind of I didn't agree with. I didn't mind most of the things. But remember the Korean jetliner was shot down in Russia? They just like blew it out of the air. I was really upset. I thought he should have handled that differently. You know, I thought he should have called up the Russians and went, hey, we understand. They were out of line. They crossed over the border. Machines are made to work. They violated airspace. The radar did it all. You had nothing to do with it. We understand. It could happen to anybody. You'll see. Fly over our airspace sometime, pal, all right? Have a guy in the missile room going, oh, there's that Russian transport. Oh, let me get some hot coffee. Hot coffee! I'm accidentally hitting the heat-seeking missiles! Call up and go, yeah, man, same thing, yeah, your whole team, yeah. Yeah, we're dusting them up now. Take that, you jerks. You guys been great. Thank you very much.
Sam Kinison, folks, now you're doing really well. Your career is in high gear, as they say. Why don't you take a second here? There must be people you'd like to thank.
Well, Dave, it's funny you mention that because I would like to thank everybody who ever disappointed me, disillusioned me, misused my trust, made my life a living hell. You didn't think I'd make it, did you? Live with yourself. I will live. I thought they'd stop me. It didn't work, though, did it?
And when you're out on the street now, like in New York City, I met your mother, who was a lovely woman, by the way.
She's pretty cool.
Now, when you and your mom are walking around outside on the sidewalks, do people recognize you?
Yeah, in New York, it's like, people see me and stuff. L.A. is a little worse. I drive out there.
Yeah.
So, after I did the show, I was up at a stoplight, and this guy pulls up next to me. I look over, he's going, oh! Oh! I thought I cut him off. I was like, I was going to have to get out and fight him or something. He goes, but, yeah, it's getting kind of fun. It's nice.
And your social life?
Social life hasn't really changed that much. I'm between relationships, as the outfit might suggest.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't really how you dress to pick up girls, but I love women.
I
love them wherever they are. I love you. And I like to make a challenge to any women that have been left in debt by the last guy, 7-8 grand. You're really bitter, ex-wives, truck driver women, you know. I want to take on the tough girls. Come on, you want a piece of me. Come on!
We'll be right back. Sam Kinison will be here in the town of Carolina. Last year, our next guest made his network television debut right here on this program, and since then, things have been going very well for him. He can now be seen in the new Rodney Dangerfield movie entitled Back to School, and is fortunately as peculiar as ever. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on to something. Please welcome Sam Kinison.
don't get too worked up about it, all right, folks? How you doing? I'm a little testy right now. I just got out of jail. I tried to change my girlfriend's name without her knowing about it. I went to the Department of Records. I said, yeah, I'd like to change it. I'd like to change it to Lying Little Bitch! Put it on her driver's license! Put it on her social security card! I want the world to know what she is! The cop pulls over, he goes, huh? Yeah, I'd like to let you go, but you're a lying little bitch! When she applies for the job, well, we'd like to hire you, but we just don't have any openings for a lying little bitch! So I got in a little trouble for that, so I'm, how many men envy me right now? You're going, I wish I had the courage, Sam. I wish I had the courage to just ball up my fist and punch her right in the back of the head! Well, you can't do that. You can think about it. You can ponder on it. You can sit there and just stare at the TV and watch her, and look at the television and watch her. But you can't hit her because you can't be violent towards women, but you can do this, guys. You can wake up in the middle of the night while they're sleeping and go, Huh? What happened, honey? What's wrong? Somebody in the house, huh? What woke you up? Oh, I'm sorry. It had nothing to do with you wrecking the car last week. Why would you say that? It wouldn't hit you. You're a sweetie. A lot of guys going, well, I'd like to laugh at that, Sam. I'd like to get behind your sense of humor, but my wife is sitting right next to me. And if I laugh now, well, we don't get to make love later. That's just the way women are. That's the way things are sometimes. You like to enjoy my act. You'd like to get right behind this, but you know if you do, you're going to go home later. You're going to walk in the bedroom with your charm, your charisma, and she's going to go, well, you thought that fat guy was really funny, remember, huh? Do you remember that, huh? I'm going to be over here reading the New Testament. Why don't you go ahead and lay down and remember how funny he was? I can scream too. I'm just trying to help, folks. A lot of women get upset. They go, Sam, how come you just talk about women? A woman came up to me tonight and goes, why do you just talk about women? Why don't you talk what's wrong with me? Why do you... Well, I'll tell you why! I've got an answer! There's a good reason I don't talk about men. Because a man never broke my heart! A man never lied to me! A man never made me want to drive my car into a brick wall! But women did! So when I talk about relationships, obviously, I'm going to take the male point of view. But that doesn't mean I'm not fair. I try to be fair. I just wrote a sex book trying to help people whose marriages are not only in a rut, they're in a grave, all right? Sometimes because a relationship can take a lot out of you. You need to keep things exciting in it. So I came up with a few games you might want to play at home. You can play these anywhere. One of them is Prisoner and Warden's Wife. This is a lot of fun. You play it in your spare time. You break in the house. She goes, oh, how did you get in the house? You go, oh, I know you. You're the warden's wife. I was in the hole 5 years. Or if you're a little kinkier, if you're a little kinkier, you can go farther than that. You can play Stray Dog and Dog Catcher's Wife. It's a little kinkier. That's when you come in and you go, how'd you get in the house? Oh, I know you. You're the dog catcher's wife. Oh, he never caught me. He never caught me. Tell him Rusty was there. Tell him Rusty was there. The censors are going, who put him on? Who booked him again? Why wasn't there stuff proofread? Who is he? No, I'm just a comic. Just a comic is trying to help. I know this is going to add a lot of excitement to your sex life, folks. Play these games. It'll be a little hard to go back to of course, the random, mundane type of relationship a lot of you may be subject to right now. I had that problem. That's why I've had trouble finding a new girlfriend. My last girlfriend was, well, it's just kind of hard to find a girlfriend that lets you love her and her girlfriends too. You know what I mean? But they just don't grow on trees, relationships like those. I feel like one of the astronauts that went to the moon. These guys come back, they become alcoholics, drug addicts, they retire, they're out in Tucson somewhere going, will you shut up? You idiot, I was on another planet! You understand that? I was a space traveler! And I'm sitting here talking to a guy who lives in a trailer court! Well, give me another drink. You guys are great, I love you, thank you!
Our next guest is a very strange and unique comedian, and I believe has probably worn his share of electric clothing in his day. This is his new album right here, entitled Have You Seen Me Lately? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to this program, from the dark side, the inimitable Sam Kinison. Sam!
What a catchy theme. Wild thing. First of all, I'd like to say it's always a pleasure to be part of family entertainment. Let me take these off because a lot of people are going, what's that about? Family entertainment is always a challenge for me. And what a snappy crowd you are. Great. As a lot of you might know, this generally isn't the format that I relate a lot of my comedy observations. It's generally, I think it's pretty well assumed. It's a little more adult. You don't know, it's a little more adult, it's a little more risque, but I think I can get by with some of the things I'd like to actually share with you. First of all, don't, under any circumstances, try not to videotape yourself having sex, folks. I know, it sounds like a fun idea, it sounds kinky, it's like, well, we got the camera, let's try it. But don't do it, because you don't look like you think you're going to look. You don't, I know, you don't. You know, guys have that attitude, you know, we make love when they get, we're matadors. You know, I'm an animal, I tear it up! You roll it back on videotape, you look like a polar bear with a cold. It's like, if you saw this animal at the zoo, if you saw this animal at the zoo, you go, what kind of zookeepers are you? Kill it! Yeah, it's not a good idea. I got by with that one. No, really, you know, it's not a good idea. It sounds like a good idea, but it's not. You don't want to see yourself. Well, that's one joke. Oh, it's tough, man. I got like a last-minute call. But it's pretty much the Rain Man look, isn't it? I don't know. I like coming to New York. I do, man. It's a lot of fun. I love women. That's my hobby. Some guys like to golf. I love women. I do. Yeah. And I'm very disturbed because I heard that a certain sexual. I gotta word this really cool. How do you say hamburger helper in the sexual sense? You know, have you heard? You know what this is? It's a little bottle called. Oh, you're in the nasty section over here. How much time is left? That's it? Wait a second. I just want to say one more thing. I don't know what we got to do. Okay. All right. Well, that's
it. The Abyss. Have you seen The Abyss, Sam?
No, but I saw that trailer. It looked pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's
that like glass crystal thing.
Some kind of water bat comes out of there. And, yeah.
I was with Ed Harris about 7 a.m.
Is that right?
Yeah, he saw the movie last night, and he was like really excited that he was in it.
Yeah, he's in the movie. We don't have Ed Harris. We have the director.
Yeah.
James Cameron,
he's
the man.
cool, man.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's
James Cameron will be joining us.
Looks a lot younger than I thought he would, you know.
How have you been doing?
Well, I'm 35 and no rehabs.
Good for you.
So that's, you know, it's not bad.
Now, you're going to Atlantic City.
Atlantic City, Trop World, family entertainment.
Is this your first time there?
No, I've been going to casinos a lot last year and a half.
Now, how is that different for you than working like comedy clubs or concert venues?
Well, there's a little more of a pizzazz, you know, a little more of a da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Have you ever had sex on that little bottle shop? Ever? Have you heard about this? I'm just curious.
If you have a camper, you can park a camper over there for $157 a month. There it is right there.
I'm sorry, I was out of line.
Sam, do you understand the principle of the parking garage? You know how that works?
You know, I've always been fascinated with that.
And now you're living in Malibu.
Malibu.
You enjoy that?
Don't you have a place out there somewhere?
Well, I used to.
I'm out there past Broad Beach.
I know where that was.
I live out there by Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's great. You like
cool
it? Do you fit in out there? Do people like seeing you on the beach?
Well, I don't know. I got used to this noise a lot.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Very dark. Yeah.
Very dark. I went and saw, but Sylvester's a nice guy. You know him?
No, I've never met him.
He's cool. I went and saw Lockup with him, and I went to the premiere, and he wanted me to sit next to him, which is a lot of fun. Because you don't know if you're laughing at the right place and stuff. Yeah, you like the movie? Great guy, nice guy. The beach is cool. The beach is cool. I'm not unhappy.
Oh, that's good.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
I still live with the two sisters.
Some kind of religious retreat?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. Well, I got a divorce, you know, since I saw you.
No, I didn't even know you were married again.
Well, I tried to keep that real quiet, you know.
How many times have you been married?
I've been married twice, but I broke up with this woman in 1982, and it took 7 years to actually get a divorce.
So it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah, here's my $200,000 watch. Very excited about that. She got Marvin Mitchelson, which is what my life's about.
Yeah. Well, he's not fooling around, this guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Whatever possessed a man to come up with the palimony concept, you'd think it would take a team of lesbian lawyers of hated men. But no, this guy goes, no, wait, how can I help mankind? I know, I'll come up with the palimony suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm $200,000, but hey, I did her. I guess I owe the money.
Let's see. You will be Friday and Saturday night.
I'll be at Trop World.
Trop World in Atlantic City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sam Kinison. Sam, good to see you. Thank you very much. Nice going. We'll be right back. He shoots, he scores! It's the kind of thing you can't stop saying. Once you start saying that, this is how you'll spend the rest of your weekend. He shoots, he scores! Our next guest is a very distinctive performer. He shoots, he scores! His new album is entitled, I have a copy of it right here. Look at this. It's called Leader of the Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to this program the lovely and talented Sam Kinison.
Where is the X? They moved the X. All right. Oh, this is it. I found it. X marks the spot. Wow, he shoots, he scores. That was funny, huh? Is this great? You like this? I got this at the John List yard sale today. When he was a minister, I guess he had this in his closet, but... no, I don't mean to laugh at the guy just because he was found. Dilly! He shoots, he scores! But... you know what's funny about this? It's not really funny. You can't, you know, they say you can find comedy in everything. If anybody would know, I would. But The show that busted this guy, America's Most Wanted. I realize now why this show has such great ratings, because every Sunday night, every criminal in America watches this show. Their television is tuned to this show. They're like, oh, my show's on, shut up, kids! Daddy wants to see his show! It's a scary show, man. Oh, my son has scored! That's a scary TV show, man. That is. They catch you. They've caught like a lot of guys. Like this guy. This guy was like gone for like 18 years and thought he had it made. They didn't have a picture of him. They put some Play-Doh together and a pair of glasses. Like, yes, he may look like this. We have operators standing by, and they caught the guy, proving your neighbors are jerks. They will turn you in. That's what they ought to call the show. Turn in your neighbor. Move from Fox Television. Turn him in. Oh! Kind of people that went, what? Anne Frank, we have her in the attic, get her! It's the same mentality. I'm trying to keep all of the subjects that I'm talking about tonight related to television, because last time I was on the show, the censor went away with a nub for a finger. Like, that kid has it! So, the censors get a little nervous when I'm on, but that's changed now. Because my goal now is to be part of family entertainment. That's right. Oh, go ahead, laugh, scoff, if you will. Wait till you see this next bit. Oh, what about those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, huh? Can I work the family crowd? I'm a changed man. No, there's something wrong with this movie. Come on. I mean, like, kids aren't messed up enough. This is their new role model. What are you going to be when you grow up? A turtle that eats pizza and does martial arts. You know, and I don't want to get in this, what's this guy, Cardinal O'Connor, went after a friend of mine, Ozzy Osbourne, said his records were responsible for people being demon-possessed. Okay, that's a little far-fetched for me, because, you know, I was married twice. And if anybody should know anything about demon possession, I was possessed! No! I think he should run back Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's, you know, for $25 million in one weekend, little kids, and they're paying half price. They're paying half price. That's not even your normal money. I got a feeling you run this back, it's like, serve Satan, little kids! Serve Satan! Gotta be some dark message in there, yes! Family entertainment, family material. Touchstone's probably calling my agent right now. Where can we get that Kinison on a Touchstone project? I'm just trying to help. You know, it's 90s, trying to change, trying to flow with that family entertainment thing. Again, all television-related topics. I gotta say, the craziest, wackiest thing I've seen on TV has been the Richard Simmons pitch for his video. Have you seen this? Is this insane? Is this guy twisted, folks? We have proof now, okay? We have proof this man has a twisted mind. The guy sticks his head out of a box and goes, hey, are you tired of seeing young girls work out in tight outfits? He goes, no. No, who said we're retired? Are we tired, guys? Exactly, I knew it. I knew we weren't tired. Rich might be a little tired. We're not tired. I never complained. And then the guy has the gall. He sticks out and goes, then come on in where the party's really happening. This next shot is like a widescreen lens. It looks like a human livestock show. The fattest women in spandex ever seen. They look like the women that served you food when you went to school. Remember those women? I mean, Buicks, man. Big Buick women, you know? The headbands are splitting at the seams. And trying to do those like steer exercises. They're like, Yeah, this is funny. Sweating with the oldies. Sweating with the oldies. And then he does those interviews, which are great. Where the woman weighed, I'm not trying to make fun of people, but the woman weighed like 350 pounds. And she lost like 70 pounds, so she's down to 280. And they're having a party. They're both crying. You know, Rich is like, Julie, do you remember? Do you remember when you came to deal a meal? Do you remember what your problems were like then? She's like, yes, Rich, I remember I came. I was fat. I was really heavy. And people were like concerned about me. And now that I've lost the weight, my husband's really happy. But yeah, I bet he's doing a rain dance right now. Woman, you still weigh 280 pounds! That's tough. It's tough to lose. It's also tough to work clean, if you haven't is my new act. And a lot of people are shocked. They're going, Sam, what, have you left comedy? No. There's some music. Of course, they brought me out to Under My Thumb. I want to thank you for that, guys. Because I can sing it. I can sing it. I actually know the words. And the first version, of course, was Mick Jagger. Nobody knew what he was saying, so I'll get the heat for this record, too. But that was, you know, I sing it, and I'm going to get heat. But anyway, buy my album. Good to be in New York. Love the Letterman Show. Good to be part of Family Entertainment. Thank you! Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be part of Family Entertainment. And of course, the best part I like about coming to the Arsenio Hall show is that when I show up, Star is here. Thank you, Star. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. A lot of you might know that I'm trying to make an effort to be part of Family Entertainment, to be part of the mainstream of comedy. I tried last summer. I was on a show called the International Rock Awards. This was a hard show for me to get because of a guy named Dice who did a thing on MTV, you know. And I thought I would do something like this. This was a live show. It was on 70 countries. And I said, no, you can trust me. You can trust me. I'm not that guy. They thought I was going to do something like, yes, and this next award goes to Billy Joe. Oh, I like to lick. And of course, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. That's not my style. That is not my style. If anybody respects network boundaries, it's me. Stay within the network boundaries. So anyway, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my show. Being part of Family Entertainment, I'm in the middle of handing out Eric Clapton's Living Legend Award. And Elton John comes in by satellite, and this is the first time I've had a chance to actually approach this issue, and says I'm a pig, and that I'm disgraceful, and I have no right to host a show. So I thought maybe, Elton, if you're watching, you might be a little curious what I think of you, you bald, gap-toothed, loser has-been disco, yesteryear dinosaur from the 70s! Write a song, will you? I know what you're about. You don't fool me, pal. I went back and looked at your old albums. I didn't get it the first time. Brown Dirt Cowboy. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Brown Dirt Cowboy. You remember the album? It came out, I thought, what a weird name, what a weird thing to call an album, Brown Dirt Cowboy. Oh, I get it now! He's got his own language, man. There's like an innuendo. They like the song, the one song, the big hit off of it was Yellow Brick Road, which, I don't know what that means. That probably means be on me if I'm in the bathtub. What's it mean? Tell us! Now you wanted the war! So right then I pick up a National Enquirer, because I wanted to see what I was up to. And of course, you know, I couldn't help but read that he checked into a fat farm because he suffers from booze and bulimia. Yeah, but I'm the pig. This guy, you know, likes to throw up, eat, throw up, get drunk, you know, throw up on his old albums, his old, you know, whatever. I was going to send him some pizzas. I was going to try and find the place and send some pizzas. He goes, hey, what's up here, but we know. So it'd be kind of stupid to write a thing that says, what's up your ass, when we know. So, it's kind of redundant. So, anyway, again, trying to stay within the boundaries of Family Entertainment. I would like to make this simple request of the American government. I want to go to Saudi Arabia with some friends from some of the rock bands, some comics I know. We don't want to do a show. We don't want to tape it. We want you to give us permission to go over there and entertain our troops. And it's the first chance I've had to ask you. So you guys are in the government. Give me, I mean, you let Ozzy Osbourne and Skid Row go to Russia like those guys are delegates, all right? Let me and my friends go to Saudi Arabia and entertain because that's how much I believe in him. Amen. That's how personal I feel like my relationship is. If I can't be myself with the Father, then I'm going to stop preaching this gospel. Where did you get that? Nice follow-up.
Well, you know, they responded so differently when I said you were a preacher, you know.
Well, yeah, and a doorman and a candlestick maker.
Doorman, nobody buzzed, but when I said preacher, they were like, oh, shut up.
Oh, I was a good preacher. That was a little taste. That was a little sample there. That was actually off of a tape that I made early 70s. You can tell by the hairstyle and the flashy tie.
Yeah.
But,
now, do you ever get called to serve as a preacher now?
Well, funny you should ask. I'm doing a show at the Wiltern here in Los Angeles next weekend. I'm going to tape it for HBO. So what I decided to do was, my ordination is still good. Your ordination is, when you're ordained, you know. You have to renew your license, but you're ordained for, like, forever. And I'm going to marry a couple on stage with my own vows, my own ceremony that I brought up that looks like something Stephen King would have put together. Wedding from hell, basically. And who's the guy? Rick. Oh boy, they're gonna love me for this. Mark and Brian, KLOS.
Yeah, the DJ.
They're having a contest of the person that can come up with the best prenuptial agreement. The couple that can come up with the best prenuptial agreement are gonna win the prize, and we're gonna fly them to Vegas and give them a big honeymoon and a couple $1,000s and a video camera in case they want to, like, you know, that kind of thing.
Do you ever have preachers come up to you and sweat you, confront you?
No.
Really?
But I probably will have now. Thank you, Arsenio. I probably have every church in the country now coming after me going, he wants you back. He's not through with you yet. Oh, you're the prodigal son. You know, you lost it all. You woke up with the pigs. Going, I can't go home. But then you can come home. The Father forgives all.
See, I can see that's
oh, you do that stuff? You do that stuff?
That's my background.
You do that same thing. We used to do
joy
that.
in my soul.
How?
The joy.
Tell the story.
In my heart.
Talk to me. That gives you chills, doesn't it?
Yes, it does,
It
man.
gets you up, man.
Oh,
it's like a rush.
Ain't nothing like a Baptist church.
Well, there's some things, but there ain't nothing like it. No, you're right. You're right. Plus, I want one of those Dare T-shirts and hats before I go. But there's nothing like a Baptist
You're
T-shirt.
still cool, right? You're clean.
Yeah, I'm doing real well. I drink a little bit.
Yeah, but that's
But
all right.
I'm off the other stuff. I have been since March 2nd.
Yeah. I'm happy for you.
And I would tell anybody that's on it, get off of it. It's illegal. And if it wasn't illegal, you're going to get sick and die, or you're going to go to jail. So what's... I mean, you know, we've lost enough good people.
Yeah.
And there was a time I thought... I mean, it's true, man. And there's a time that I think a lot of people...
Yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily agree with how the law deals with it, because I think there's a disease and there's a sickness and people should be treated that are addicts. But there was a time when I thought maybe, you know, I was going to go out that way. And then I caught myself. I thought, this is so cliche. It's been done so many times, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people expected it. A lot of people thought, oh, Kinison found dead in a hotel room, OD'd with two 16-year-olds. What a shock. Yeah. You know, a lot of people kind of expected that kind of a thing. But I said, no, man, I'm changing my own life, changing my own direction, and being part of family entertainment.
I'm glad for you, man, 'cause we go way back.
We go way back.
We'll take commercial and come back with more Sam Kinison. We go way back, man.
We sure do, bro.
This man's been dubbed the bad boy of comedy, especially lately. He used to be a preacher, though. Very interesting, very funny man. Please welcome. People laugh when I say that. How many don't believe Sam was a preacher? Really? One day, next time he comes out, we have to get that old... I had in research a tape of Sam actually preaching. Boy can throw in the name of the Lord. I don't know what he's doing this for. Sam Kinison. Some people don't believe you once had joy in your heart and went from town to town, tent to tent, and preached the word of the Lord.
Well, I had no choice, because there was something down inside me that kept me excited. You can fight me, but you can't excite me. You can thrill me, but you can't kill me. Oh, anyway,
It was like that.
It was like that.
It was like that. And you just can't improv something like that.
No, it's got to come from about right here.
Yeah.
About right where that necklace is.
From the gut. What kind of necklace is that?
Oh, well, I bought this at Lorenzo's on Sunset, where a fat guy can look cool. And
does it symbolize anything?
No, just look cool.
Oh, okay, because there's like a continent on there.
Yeah, it's like weird stuff, isn't it? And I said, is this all right if I wear this? This doesn't mean anything like sexual, right? They went, no. So I don't want some guy coming and go, I have the match. I didn't know. You never know. I mean, it could be some like weird Indian Aztec sign or something on there that went, I'm Chief Running Bear, So I didn't know. Who knew?
Sam, I'm going to let you talk about your life as much as you'd like to talk
You mean
about
I'm actually available for comments? I can't believe it. Boy, I hate that.
Well, did they try to reach you?
No. What they did, they didn't reach where I was. I mean, I taught all this stuff about, what is this, Thursday? About a week ago, week and a half ago. And, I missed the Joan Rivers show. Mm-hmm. I was overextended. I overextended myself, folks. You try to be part of family entertainment. You try to do so much.
Now, how did you overextend yourself? Well, I hear Chinese food.
No, it was Chinese food, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I don't want to give this guy in New York a bad rap, because I always eat there at his restaurant.
Yeah.
And I had some live... I did the Howard Stern show, which is on very early.
Yeah,
all right,
Yeah.
So I did the Stern show, and it was like... and it got to be around about 10:30 or so. And I'm thinking... My people told me that you're taping the Jones show like in the middle of the afternoon, like around 2:40, 2:30, something like that. So I'm going, okay, I've got time to go get some Chinese food, relax for a couple hours, look good, and go out and look sharp, because I mean, that's the business. Mm-hmm. I felt a little guilty doing another talk show beside yours, because I haven't.
Right. It's daytime, it's cool.
Yeah, and but anyway, since I was here. So I get back to the hotel.
Okay, well, before we move on, people are probably wondering, did you mix anything with the Chinese food? That's probably what people are really wondering.
Now, this was what I was offended by. They left the impression that I'm back involved with drugs. No. I mean, there was a little champagne. Champagne is not drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big budget radio show. They had some Tattingers there. If I might mention the product, we'll probably bleep later.
No.
But so there was a little, but I mean, it wasn't like, but I mean, I got this rap. So anyway, I just, I call her up. All right, my brother had called the show about 12:40 and said, Sam's not going to be able to make the show. I got back at 11:30, there was a limo, and I went, I'm not rested well enough. I don't look sharp enough to do the show. I don't want to go, after doing 2 shows the night before and then doing this radio show and go, hi there, it's like, no.
Yeah.
I want to relax, kick back. Of course, I've heard that some people have done that on your very show.
Well, actually, Joan did that.
No. Tell me no. I mean, Joan Rivers canceled the same day on this very show.
Well, yeah. It was actually somebody said she called late Sunday night and canceled on a Monday or something. I was.
So when were you aware that she was not going to be on your show?
Well, they called me at home and let me know. But she had Vegas throat, and I forgive her.
Vegas throat. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Chinese food sounded bad. Vegas throat. What is Vegas throat? All right, I had Illinois foot. Okay, I had an Illinois foot.
I'm not even sure what Vegas throat
is. What is Vegas throat?
I think it's when you
maybe some of the girls know.
A lot of dryness?
I didn't know. A lot of dryness. Well, that wasn't the problem. There was no dryness, so that wasn't the problem. I can't say it was Vegas throat.
No, but that happens. Joan herself has done it here.
Joan has done it here, and it happened. And Joan and I, as far as I know, have made up, and we said we'll do it again another time. And
that's good. That's good. It's always nice to make up.
Well, of course. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
Judge not, lest you be judged.
See, I told you.
They film by look at it going, this guy was a preacher and I'm a TV antenna.
Is everything straight in your business life? Because at one point the Emmys were going to cancel.
I'm presenting on the Emmys. I don't know what I'm presenting. I have no idea, but I'm presenting something on the Emmys. Probably an award that has something to do with most interesting afternoon talk show host. But I don't know. What I'm presenting, but I'm presenting something.
Yeah. So your life is cool. You know what was weird?
Just a little. It was like one of those earthquake things. It was
just a quick shake.
Little house surfing.
About
it's all right.
Paulie's show was here recently, and he said something real weird. I was expecting him to give a plug. I said, so Anything you want to say in this last 20 seconds? He said, yeah, I'd like Andrew Dice Clay and Sam to make up or something. What's up with that?
Pauly Shore, the Gilligan of the 90s? Oh, 8-ball quarter pocket, thank you. Game time. Pauly Shore. Well, he probably meant well. But Pauly, if you're out there watching them, here's this. All right, Pauly, if you're out there watching them, let me put this in something you can understand, in terms you can understand. Let's pretend like this is, you know, the Gilligan show, since you are the Gilligan of the 90s. And I'm the skipper, and you're the little buddy, okay? Chillin' that Sam Dice getting back together. It's never gonna happen. Never. It's like Joan on this show. Oh, I'm not. I couldn't say that. But
No. I wish I could do the character. I would say never gonna happen.
You don't see that happen?
I'll be a
World Peace. Not in our lifetime.
Ku Klux Klansman before it. Anyway.
Have I found a home, folks? Is this the home of television?
They're still in shock, Sam.
I know.
There's some MTV viewers over there like,
oh, come on. Pauly isn't the Gilligan of the 90s? Give me a break. Buddy. How many Pauly fans do we have here?
See, now maybe...
How many Sam Kinison fans do we have here? Thank you.
Hey, now wait a minute.
All right.
Then what, first of all, you should...
No, you got the guy from 90210. Let's start the riot now. Let's go. You got Donnie Wahlberg here. Let's start the riot. I saw Donnie Wahlberg right backstage.
I'm your publicist.
Okay.
I want to protect you.
All right.
You should explain to these ladies that you damn near raised Paul.
Arsenio and I go way back. I mean, and Pauly too. How old was Pauly when we were first?
Guys, a lot of the guys at the Comedy Store used to babysit for Pauly.
No kidding. That was close. Yeah, all right. I caught that word just in time. Another word came to mind, but kidding helps. You know.
Wait, now,
you remember the old days of the store? I used to go up last, man.
Yeah.
For 3 years straight, I was on last. I used to read, right? Remember that?
Yeah, I used to go up and read and used to do stuff about world hunger.
I used to read the obituaries.
Oh,
remember that bit? I forgot about it too. Your guy Bill says, you remember doing the obituaries at the Comedy Store? Arsenio's got a research department from hell. Where did you guys come from?
You don't do that anymore now.
Well, no, but I used to go on last, and what I would do is, like, you remember, I'd go on after 40 guys. So I'd go up, and I'd have the newspaper. I'd go, you know, you saw a lot of people here tonight. I'd like to tell you a few people you won't be seeing here. And I would read the obituaries, people that died that day. And that was how I broke into comedy, folks. It was pretty much the laugh I got then, too.
Wait, we got to tell them that if they're going to Phoenix anytime soon, Saturday night you'll be
Saturday night I'll be at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. And you got a new TV show this
New TV show called Charlie Hoover that'll be out sometime this fall on Fox. And I love you, and it's always a pleasure, Arsenio.
Thanks for stopping by. Sam Kinison, Donnie Nash.
Thank you.
The Corvette, all the papers this week.
Well, yes, there was several stories. One was that I fled to Mexico, which I would never do, because why would I go to Mexico? Their food is, ugh.
Why?
But
where
one
was
story
the
is I was in Canada. And
where was the Corvette found?
Corvette was found on a winding road called Nicholas Canyon. And
you had rented it?
No, I own it.
You own it?
There was a lot of misinformation about this situation. And my security guard was driving me home from my recording session. We were remaking a song called Highway to Hell, of all songs. And what happened is we were coming on the corner and the wheels hydroplaned out from under us. It was kind of a slick curve. And we went up in the side of a mountain and we ended up between this pole. And a car came by behind us and they broke out the window and got us both out. And fortunately, we had seatbelts on, and the only scratch I have is this. And we went up and called AAA, which is on the records, so...
You know what, the police found it later?
Well, they were there in like 10 or 15 minutes, and, you know.
Then what was the big deal?
Then the thing was like, yes, Kinison sought for investigation. And abandoned automobile. It was like, you know,
yeah,
anybody else would have been just, oh, all right.
Or do you react angrily when something like that? I mean, that's
well,
a kind
that's
of
the
occurrence.
price of, you know, fame, I guess, or looking like somebody that would be a troublemaker, which I'm not. I'm a mild-mannered, calm guy.
So in other words, if you want to play this game, that's the results you got to get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you look like you're, you know, lead guitarist for Motley Crue, you know, you're gonna look like that. So.
Were you a serious minister?
Yeah, I was. I just have kind of a relationship with God, you know. It's kind of like Colonel Sanders' fried chicken. It's got several secret herbs and spices.
Why did you leave it? That was a good moneymaker, wasn't it?
I became disillusioned. I was never into the offering side of it. You know, I'd put out a basket and I'd say, hey, if I've blessed you and you want to bless me, here's the basket. I didn't do very well, actually.
You were not a good minister.
No, well, not financially. I didn't rake in the bucks. This is before the big satellite boom. You could have your own TV station, your own channel.
And you left it, why? Because it wasn't proving fruitful?
Well, I got a divorce, and it was like 1978. And I sat my family down Christmas time. I said, you know, I'm leaving the ministry. And they thought I was going through a phase. And they said, well, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to be a comedian. They went, you know, yeah, sure. I said, no, really, I'm gonna try to be a stand-up comic. I think I can make people laugh. I've made them laugh in church, and if you can make people laugh in church, you can make them laugh anywhere, I think.
Do you like your image?
Yeah, I do.
How would you describe it? I mean,
it's very ominous, actually. A lot of people don't know a lot about it. Me. This is maybe the most candid I've been, I think, in any interview. You know.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. People get afraid of you, or people say, Sam Kinison's on tonight. Someone said to me, Sam Kinison's on tonight. I said, I'm looking forward to meeting him. You know what I mean? Like they acted out of fear.
I wonder why I had to go through that metal detector and I was frisked.
That I should be concerned you would do something bizarre?
I don't understand that, because I've done Letterman, I've done Carson, I've done Married with Children. Anything I've ever done, I've always worked within the boundaries of.
I know.
And but they think I'm going to say, you know, some of those words that you shouldn't say or something like that. But I'm a little smarter than that.
You're a professional.
Yeah, I respect the medium. You know, whatever it is.
Are you happy?
Yeah. I had some tragedy in my life about 1.5 years ago, but I'm dealing with it pretty well. My little brother passed away. And it was kind of a. You know,
this album, Leader of the Band.
Yeah.
This is music.
One half of it is, and the other half is, I think, my most. I think it's my best work. I think it's my best work as a stand-up yet.
Recorded where?
At Bally's in Las Vegas.
Oh, that big house then.
Yeah, I wanted to do an album in Las Vegas, a comedy album. I don't know when the last time a comedian has actually recorded in a casino.
Bet it's been 25 years.
I bet it has. And
to go back to early big Vegas days.
And I thought this is kind of an interesting angle, you know. And plus, I make a joke about being family entertainment, of course, which I'm not. But, you know. And
on the music side, are you doing voiceovers?
I'm singing it. Yeah.
You're the singer.
I'm the singer. I can sing.
We'll take some calls for Sam Kinison, Lakeside, Iowa. Hello.
Sam, you're probably one of the funniest comedians I've ever heard, but I feel guilty once in a while laughing at your bizarre stories like playing a corpse in a mortuary. Where do you draw the line on the lewdness of your jokes?
Well, that particular joke was actually a true story that I was told out here by a limo driver for a funeral home. And when he told it to me, it just blew my mind. It was like one of the most horrifying images I've ever had. It never occurred to me somebody would do that to a corpse after they were dead. And it just stuck, it hung with me for a couple of weeks.
So you decided to tell it.
And I thought, wait a second, how can I get the audience to feel that same shock thing and then pull a joke out of it? And it took about a year and a half to find an angle to where you could actually pull a joke out of it, which was to take the corpse's point of view and go, oh, hey. You know.
Sam Kinison's our guest. Yes, that's a good way.
It was close. It was close.
Corpses.
Anti-gay humor that Sam tells is something that he just does for humor, or whether it's a reflection of his own personal.
Fair question, Sam.
Well, it's definitely part of our society. I made one joke and I said that they say heterosexuals die of AIDS too. Name one. And I throw the mic out in the audience, you know. It was like Capital of Vermont. You know, it was...
Capital of Vermont.
Yeah, you know, it was just like one of those things. And I thought it was like, a reasonable joke. And a step towards family entertainment.
Heterosexuals die of it too. Name one.
Yeah.
And off that one joke, you are known as a gay basher?
I became a gay basher, and all of a sudden I was,
Are you saying that
targeted by these heterosexual groups and
anti-heterosexual. Do you now do more gay humor because of...
No, matter of fact, in my next album I did some medically correct jokes because they said my jokes weren't medically correct in my last album, which I remember when I went to medical school to write jokes, that was one of the big rules, was not to do any medically incorrect jokes. So my next album has medically correct jokes about AIDS.
Anaheim, California, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Sam, I think in your routines, your social commentary is great, and I hope a lot of people really pick up on it as much as I hope they do.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you what you thought about Andrew Dice Clay and what happened at the MTV Awards and that whole mishap and him being banned. Do you think that he really didn't act appropriately, or
what do you think, Sam?
I think he was very unprofessional, and I think he's a jerk. I've known him for about 10 years, and I think he's like the Morton Downey Jr. of comedy. He'll be a big mouth for about a year, and then he'll burn out. There's not a lot of love between us. He ripped off some of my jokes, and all you have to do is play my album from 1986 and his current album, and you can find 2 or 3 jokes that I did back years ago, and all he did was reiterate them. So I can't wait for his career to die out like Larry Storch.
Larry Storch? So, other than that, you're crazy about this guy, right?
Yeah, other than that.
And what he did was unprofessional.
Is there
anything you like about him?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I mean, he's like a combination. If you took Fonzie's jacket, Stallone's attitude, and my jokes and put them in a blender, and
that's him.
That's him. So I don't care much for him.
Are you still in love with Jessica Hahn? Were you ever in love with Jessica Hahn?
I was never in love. We had a short affair because checkout time was 2. But, well, she's an interesting person.
She's not dull.
Not dull.
We'll return with Sam Kinison. And
yeah, Sam. You want to talk about who's wide? And
well, nobody said I was thin.
Hey,
nobody said I was thin.
Sam, let me just remind you.
I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So why don't we both agree never to speak to each other again?
Hold on, Sam. What do you wish to say, Jessica? Hold on, Jessica.
Larry, I mean, the guy goes into Las Vegas. He does a 10-minute act to me. He slanders me. You know, you can expect a call from my lawyer.
What do you...
Yes, Sam, you don't want me
to... Get a liar.
Yeah,
get a liar.
Well, you're a spineless, talentless has-been. You talk about Dice. Dice will make it way before you do, Sam.
Good. Anything else to add?
What went wrong between you two?
His big mouth.
Sam.
Well, let's don't talk about big orifices of the body.
Hey, let me tell you something, Larry. When my mother died, the guy got on the phone and started screaming at me over the air on the Howard Stern show. And, you know, the guy has no class. And, I mean, I thought he was a great comedian, but anymore, his stuff is old. Your material's old. You're old.
Listen, why don't you find a life?
Why don't you find a life?
And leave me and Jim Baker alone,
yeah.
Right?
Why don't you
get a career? Get on a soap opera or something. Sam, all you do is kiss and tell. That's your whole life.
No, Sam, that's what you do on stage.
That's your whole life, Jessica. Get a job.
Sam,
go to a car wash.
You make thousands of dollars.
You know, be a cashier at a car wash or something. You know, do something constructive.
Sam, you make thousands.
Instead of making all this money kissing and telling.
Larry, he makes thousands. Larry, he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Now, why would I want to spend a lot of time with this woman, Larry? You tell me.
What a way to end our week in L.A. Just keep going, Jessica. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Larry.
Okay, thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Sam.
For all the memories.